Yep.
So should I stay on this line or go?
Yeah, stay on this line until we get into the runway, then you can kind of cut it back. Not too far though, you basically just don't want to go over that orange line.
Yeah.
So you want to get as close, yep. You want to get as close as possible. There you go, swing it out. Those rudders straight. And brakes.
Get on brake and then go slowly full power.
Yep. Temps and pressures are in the green.
Rolling crosswind. Getting for 52. We'll climb out at 63, right?
Yep. Yep, 63 is our VX, so that gives us the greatest climb for the shortest distance.
Yeah.
All right, over your 50-foot obstacle, climb VY.
Positive, right?
Right over now. Course, runway 5, clear for
Nice,
takeoff.
that was perfect.
We'll probably end up using runway 35 at Marco.
Probably. And let's go up to 2,000. Since we have so many jets that are flying into Marco and Naples, when we overfly the field, because this is going to be a right traffic on this one, so we're going to stay to the right, cross over the field, and teardrop, left teardrop, and then for a right pattern. The jet pattern altitude is 1,500, so we're going to stay 500 feet above that.
Go bump off.
Yep.
So how come we overfly instead of just coming here and then the 45?
Because if we come this way, we're going to be right in the way of final.
Okay.
So I want us to stay a little more off to the right here. Yeah, that way we're not impeding any traffic. You know, we don't cross over final or the departure. And especially with jets coming in, you know, they come down from 5,000 feet just a couple miles out, you know. And they're moving. All right, so on our way over there, let's talk about standards for the landings on the check ride. The normal landing will be that point plus 400 feet, so you have to land somewhere within there.
You have to like touch down, or you have to like come to a full stop?
You have to touch down.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, you can keep rolling, obviously, but yeah, you have to touch down within that 400 feet. The short field, you will have 200 feet, so you have half that. Basically, for the soft field, you just want to try and land in the first like quarter to a third of the runway. We'll kind of go over that a little bit when we get there.
All right, we're doing all of them today, right?
Yep.
Marco was empty.
Yeah, I thought I saw someone in front of us too. Nope, they're heading down the coast. Nice. So the first one's out here. We get first pick of the runway too.
Marco traffic, Air Center 76, about a mile to the west, going to be overflying the airport at 2,000 feet to make a left teardrop to join the right downwind for runway 35. Marco.
There you go. It is so crazy just how isolated all the storms are.
Yeah. Trying to see that windsock.
Yeah, it's like right in the middle of the field, right?
Right here. It's just
Got
so
it.
small, I can't see it.
Marco traffic, Air Center 76 over the airfield, going to be descending out and then making a left 360 to join the right downwind for runway 35. Marco.
I don't descend yet, not until the teardrop.
Yep. Yeah, and since we have so much to go down, we can just fly out just a little bit further, or else we're going to have to make our descent rate like 1,500 feet a minute. That's probably good. Probably, what, 2 miles or so?
Yeah, so now I go 2,000.
Marco traffic, Air Center 76 making a left teardrop to join the right downwind for runway 36. Marco.
All right, what landing do you want to do first?
I guess we'll do the regular first.
Regular? All right.
Gonna land in about a week.
You could probably kill that throttle a little bit more. That way we just don't get there as quickly.
Marco traffic, Air Center 76 joining the right downwind for runway 35. Marco.
Marco traffic, RV 965 Kilo Whiskey is 6 miles coming in from the north. Looking to do a left teardrop to join downwind 4 runway 35 at 1500. Marco.
Maintain traffic archery 46 Alpha Alpha is on a 7-mile final and up Alpha landing 10 left.
A little wide, but
That's all right. Wider is definitely better than too close.
yeah. Alright, so we get to the end of that runway. Got our descent. Powered around 1800, you said. First notch.
Yep, so we want base to be 85. Then we want turning on the final to be 75. And then we want short final to be 65.
75.
So 85 right here on base.
Oh, 85.
Yep. And then as we turn final, slow it down to 75.
So I need to get another notch in once I level out. Now I want to slow it down a little bit, or keep going at 80.
Yeah, you can hold it about 80. Just kind of as you make the turn, it'll naturally slow down as you get that last notch of flaps in. See, look at that. You added power and you're at 76.
Marco traffic air center 76 turning final for runway 35 Marco.
Forgot the
Make sure you keep that nose coming down. There you go. I'd say we're a little bit high.
Yeah.
Marco traffic, Aviation.
So cut that power.
Whiskey is 3 miles
That
out,
last
coming in
notch.
from the north.
Cut it.
Looking to make a left teardrop for runway
pull that nose
35
up.
Marco.
There we go. Remember, pitch for airspeed. There we go. Try and touch down by the 3rd center stripe line. If we can. So, flare. 1, 2,
I'm not gonna-
3. Yeah, you
Oh,
did.
I did, huh?
Yeah. See, we were just a little bit high and we were still able to get that.
Yeah.
It's all about just managing that airspeed.
On the upwind for runway 35 Marco.
Okay, yep, they're gonna overfly.
Right there.
1500, perfect.
Should I just extend, or no? They have
Nope.
to go, they have to go out. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, they should wait for us since they're entering the pattern and we're already in the pattern. Now I say they should, but will they?
Marco traffic air center 76 turning right crossing for runway 35 Marco.
All right. So now I need to get the landing. It's in the first 2, right? The 2, is it the end of the 2 or 2 in a space?
End of the 2.
Okay.
Yep.
Where are they at? Oh, they're like.
Yeah, we can get in a little bit closer too.
No, I see them.
Yep.
Good. I should get even.
There you go.
Yeah. That would be it.
Marco
Yeah,
traffic,
break
Aviation
that nose
Whiskey
over.
is making a left teardrop for
There you go.
runway 35 Marco.
First notch. It's kind of perfect timing for them to get on the downwind right now.
Yeah.
Marco traffic air center 76 turning right base for runway 35 Marco.
Keep that nose come down.
I want to make sure I'm a little lower this time.
Marco traffic air center 76 turning final for runway 35 Marco.
Keep it coming down.
Yeah, there you go. Trim can help you with that too.
Yeah.
Because I think you tend to do that a lot when you're turning base to final. Since we're slow, you want to keep the nose up.
Uh-huh.
All right, so 65. Slow down, so pitch. Yeah. Now you can add some power. Yep, aiming right for those numbers. Power out, power out.
Too high. Yeah, ballooned it.
All right. Just go 2 notches and do a soft field. So keep that yoke back. Float it off. Push her down. There you go. Keep her down, keep her down, keep her down, keep her down.
Marco traffic, 965 Kilo Whiskey is right base,
There you
35
go.
Marco.
Nice. Kept the power in a little bit too long.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because usually when I normally do it, I keep it until I pass the numbers, but now.
Yep, now we're trying to get to the numbers. Yep. Let's do one more normal and then we'll do a short field. Short field is definitely the hardest to master. We could still talk about that one while we're doing this one more normal landing. So that one, we want to be a little slower. So we're going to be 60, which is going to feel real slow. 60 and high, right? We're clearing an obstacle. We want to drop it in and be able to touch down. You know, basically as soon as we're past that obstacle.
Marco traffic, Air Center 76 turning right, crosswind, runway 35, Marco. Sorry.
You're good. So what I want you to do for that one is we're not going to aim for the numbers. We're going to actually aim in the grass.
Okay.
Yeah, we're like perfectly spaced out with them. They're still on the runway.
Oh my God, that sun is beaming now.
Yeah, it is.
Monkey forgot.
Marco traffic, Air Center 76 turning right downwind for runway 35, Marco.
Good job on the pitch, then power.
Alright, let's make this a good one.
Yep, good altitude on this one. We've been starting the others like 920.
Power 18, 19. Notch. Just gotta put this in.
Marco traffic, Air Center 76 turning right base, runway 35, Marco.
Okay, so let's keep the turn time.
Yep, make sure you keep the nose down when we turn.
Traffic number 6042 Zulu, 8 miles west. We'll be performing a 45 entry for last base 01. That's downwind 550.
Second notch. Up just a little bit, loosen that airspeed.
This looks like a perfect altitude.
Yeah.
Marco traffic, Air Center 76 turning final, runway 35, Marco.
There you go. Keep that nose down. Good job.
That's flat.
65. Add a touch of power. And pitch for 65. Power for altitude. Yep. Keep it coming down a little bit. Pull that power. There you go. Look how nice it was.
A little firm, but.
You made it.
Yeah. Back down.
Nice. That's perfect.
70.
Nice. Good job. Once we clear 50 feet, man, there's so many birds here. It's ridiculous. 50, positive rate.
Positive rate.
I wonder if they're going to take off. They're just sitting there.
Wasting money, dude.
Yeah.
Now this is short field, right?
Yep.
Give us a little second.
Yeah. For real. At least wait until we turn cross.
Marco traffic, Air Center 76 turning right crosswind for runway 35, Marco.
Alright, so our 50-foot obstacle is going to be the trees. So I want you to be 50 feet over the trees. Once we get over the last of the trees to the grass, drop it down there, land before the end of the first stripe.
Marco traffic, Air Center 76 turning right downwind for runway 35, Marco.
So once we get over that 50-foot obstacle, we like really want to go down quick.
Yep. Yeah, let's go out this way a little bit more.
Okay, I need to be on a 170.
Yep, getting a little bit close.
And
And since we're below 90, when you pull that power, just start pitching down for it before you even get that first notch in. There you go. Because it's not really going to get any higher than that. All right, 60, little high. Remember pitching for airspeed, so we're going to use our pitch. Yep, and you know, just hold in a little bit of power if we need to kind of float it over that obstacle.
Marco traffic, Air Center 76 turning right base, runway 35, Marco.
Kinda high. Get that last block now. That was a quiet flap.
Yeah, it was.
Marco traffic, Air Center 76 turning final, runway 35, Marco.
Alright, pitch up.
No more than 30 degrees.
Oh, overshot it a lot.
That's all right. You got time. All right, so 50 feet at the trees. So just get yourself to 60 knots right now. So, yep. Add in a touch of power. Keep that nose down. Add power just a little bit. There you go. Just hold this right here. This is perfect. Maybe pull out a tiny bit of power. There you go. There you go. There's 50 foot over the trees, cut. And on short fields, you can kind of plant it down.
Okay.
And then full brake.
Oh, yeah, we're
you know.
Is that 1 or 2?
There you go. Yeah, I think soft field takeoff is the trickiest to get. Short field landing is the trickiest.
Is right base runway 35.
It was good though, we hit it.
Positive rate. Positive rate. Gotta turn a little before though.
Marco traffic, Air Center 76, turning right, crosswind for runway 35, Marco.
Yeah, go ahead, turn downwind now.
Marco traffic, Air Center 76, turning right downwind for runway 35, Marco.
All right, let's do a full stop short field. So drop it in over those trees.
And full brakes, aerodynamic brake.
Yep, as soon as we get into that red zone, full brakes and aerodynamic braking. Nice, good solid patterns. This is definitely moving towards us, isn't it?
Yeah. You can see it like peeking through.
Yep.
Marco traffic, Air Center 76, turning right base, runway 35, Marco. Marco traffic, Air Center 76, turning final, runway 35, Marco.
Keep that nose down on those turns. There you go.
I want 60, right?
Yep. Those might help. Got it all the way.
It is.
Cool. Pitch
For
60. Kind of slip it if you need to. We're still gonna be over 50 foot, right?
Yeah.
All right, plant it in there. Plant
Marco
it
traffic,
right on that.
95 Kilo Whiskey is right base runway 35, Marco.
Yikes.
That was terrible.
Well, that was a good soft field. All right. Braking.
Marco traffic, Air Center 76, clear of the runway.
I just keep being like too high, so then I have to go down and then I'm too fast.
Right. Yep. Getting that power out earlier. Getting that third notch of flap, basically as soon as you get final, right? And then the other thing is using a slip if you need to. You know, if you're too high, just hold 60 as long as you have all the flaps in. Slips only work if you have all the flaps and power's all the way idle, right? Yeah, so let's do a full short field takeoff.
So it's just lining up.
Marco traffic, Air Center 76, lining up on the active runway to take off. Marco.
Yep, stay all the way over here. 2 notches of flaps. Yep, so just follow this wingtip right along the grass. Yep, get her swung over. There you go.
Straighten it out.
Yep, brakes.
Cool. So that 60 knots, that's only like on final about to land, right?
Yep.
Marco traffic, Air Center 76, turning right base for runway 35, Marco.
I'm gonna give you just a little bit of forward trim.
Marco traffic, Air Center 76, turning final for runway 35, Marco.
Oh, I'm gonna overshoot a little bit. I see, I'm still way too high.
Third notch, no power, slip her down. So
it's
this, we can go right.
Oh, right.
Yep. All right, let it come out. That's about as good as we could do. Nice.
I don't know why I'm still like super high every time.
Yeah, let's try aiming a little bit further back maybe.
Yeah, do our base turn a little later.
Yep. Let's just like stay at 1,000 and we'll just extend downwind a little bit. Because it really doesn't seem like we have enough time to slow down, right? With the altitude that we're at. So we're just gonna start it a little further out. That way we can just adjust with power as needed. Also wait a couple seconds to turn the right here.
Good now?
Yep.
Marco traffic, Air Center 76, turning right crosswind for runway 35, Marco. Marco traffic, Air Center 76, joining the right midfield downwind for, or right downwind for runway 35, Marco.
Yeah, so keep it a little bit wider. And then get 35 on your heading bug also. Now, it looks like we're flying closer, right? So let's get that out a little bit. There we go. We want the runway to be, right now it's like at the middle of the wing. We want it to be in the last quarter of the wing. Yep, we're not abeam them yet.
Now we can start.
Marco traffic 9652, Whiskey Short, final 35, Marco.
Keep going. 800.
Marco traffic, Air Center 76, turning right base for runway 35, Marco.
I'll keep this down.
That'll help us too.
Yeah.
You can always adjust once you're on final, but you want to make the, you know, the whole descent as smooth as possible.
I hate right traffic.
Marco traffic, RV 910 Kilo, entering right downwind for 35, Marco.
Marco traffic, Air Center 76, turning final for runway 35, Marco.
Alright.
Cut the power. And
Yep.
pitch up for 60 a little bit.
Yep, pitch for 60. Pitch for 60. Alright. Now we'll get some power in. More power, more power, more power, more power. There you go. Alright, now pull it back a little bit. We just needed a little boost right there. Alright, keep it coming down. Cut more power. Cut more power. Alright, there's 50 foot over the trees. Let her come down, no power. There we go.
Am I braking or keep
Right
going?
on the money. Nah, you can go. We got other people in the pattern.
Positive rate.
Marco traffic, Air Center 76, turning right crosswind for runway 35, Marco.
There we go. Now make that turn.
Marco traffic, Air Center 76, turning right downwind for runway 35, Marco.
Alright, let's see a soft field on this one.
Alright.
So 65, as we come over the runway, just keep it in literally 50 to 100 RPM.
And this one is just the soft.
Yep.
Like we keep it pulled back as much as possible. Right?
Yep. Hold a wheelie. I'll go even a little bit more. That wind is, you know, 9 knots pushing us straight towards the runway. There we go. Now we're tracking parallel to it.
Marco traffic, Air Center 76 is turning right base for runway 35, Marco.
Keep
There
it
you
coming.
go.
Marco traffic, Air Center 76, turning final for runway 35, Marco.
Good, I can't.
65. Yep, don't get lower than 65. Yep, there you go. Add a little power, nose down a little bit.
Marco traffic,
Not too much.
Right down 135, Marco.
Power down. Go all the way down, then just up just a teeny bit. There you go.
Marco traffic 971 Alpha.
All right, now power out.
Base for 35, Marco.
Hold that wheelie. Hold the wheelie. Just let her sink. Let her sink. Yeah, look at that. Not too much. There we go. All right, drop one.
Marco traffic, Air Center 76, turning right crosswind for runway 35, Marco.
Now there's 4 of us in the pattern, but we're all on separate legs. It's perfect.
Marco traffic, Air Center 76, turning right downwind for runway 35, Marco.
All right, and let's hold it like out here. Yep, like 160, maybe 165. Yep, let's not get any closer than this. And I think this is gonna be our last one here. You got them over the trees?
Yep. Cool. Oh, I just saw some lightning over.
Yep, last one for sure.
Marco traffic, Air Center 76, turning right base for runway 35, Marco.
So I need to descend, but also need to slow down. So
Yep.
cut the power, pitch back just a little bit.
Yep.
Second notch. Or around 75.
There we go.
Marco traffic, Air Center 76, turning final for runway 35, Marco.
I want to get too slow, so I will bump the power. Last notch. Slow us down. Ooh, overshot a little bit to get back on the runway.
That's all right. We're still a bit high. So pitch for airspeed, pitch for your 65. Use that power to maintain your altitude if you need to. This is looking good. Add a touch of power. There you go, hold that power all the way through. Maybe pull it just a tiny bit. Yep, just hold that right there. We're gonna hold this all the way through.
Right down 135, Marco.
Marco traffic, several now patrol.
Just hold it right here. Cut that power.
That was pretty bad.
We just got a little bit slow at the end there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and let's depart back towards the north.
Yeah.
Marco traffic, Air Center 76 departing the traffic pattern to the north. Marco.
All right, make this a soft field. Soft field. And you know what? Let's go 70 knots on the soft field. I feel like 65 is just too slow for it. Because it's supposed to be the same as a normal, but just with a touch of power in. But I feel like that doesn't really help you float.
No, let's just report it a base turn. Marco. I don't know why I do that. I feel like we're gonna like spiral into the ground.
I know. Yep, gotta keep it coming down. I'll hold that. Yep.
The last notch.
Yep.
Below, so that power, but keep the pitch.
Yep, pitch down, pitch down. There you go. All right, you're good. Not so much power. Don't want to get too fast.
4 red, my gosh. But I feel like we're high.
Yeah.
Oh, because we have a displaced threshold.
Yep. Not quite yet. Keep her coming down. There you go. Now cut that power.
We're cut.
All right. Now nice and gentle.
That was not gentle.
Yeah, we were just a little bit side loaded there.
Center 76, turn right at Charlie, contact ground point 6.
Turn right on Charlie and contact ground, having day.
It's probably our best parking.
Nice.
Straighten these out a little bit.
All right.